Hello and welcome again to the Project Veritas Wall of Shame. This is again about people who question our journalism ethics. They're fact checkers, they're journalists with the TM trademark, but they themselves lie about us in articles questioning our ethics. So, this retracto goes to Media Bias Fact Check, and this Media Bias Fact Check article, again, designed to help determine for people our credibility, has lied about us, saying, quote, website falsely claimed Twitter caught leaking private Trump messages to the Justice Department is false. Well, Media Bias Fact Check has eliminated that from their website after we've contacted them. Oh, the irony. Cue the Retracto theme song.
Retracto, the correction alpaca. Retracto, he's coming at ya.
This is a video from Clay Haynes, senior network engineer at Twitter. Listen to what he says.
The other thing too is that we're more than happy to help the Department of Justice in their little investigation.
Okay.
So,
How?
basically give him every single tweet that he's posted.
We're more than happy, this is his words, Clay Haynes, senior network engineer at Twitter. We're more than happy to help the Justice Department, quote, by basically giving them every single tweet that Donald Trump has posted. This is a senior network engineer at Twitter who was recording an undercover operation, similar to our recent CNN series, saying these words. We publish them, as journalists should, and this organization, Media Bias Fact Check, prints this headline saying that website falsely claims. You might think that I'm the website. No, you'd be wrong. Media Bias Fact Check was linking not to Project Veritas, no. They were linking to another website. This one was not Project Veritas. It was a website called PolitiFact. So this hyperlink at Media Bias Fact Check linked to a PolitiFact article saying, quote, website falsely claimed Twitter caught leaking private Trump messages. So they hyperlinked not to us, but to another article called PolitiFact, which itself was hyperlinking to another article. And if you go to this PolitiFact article, Twitter caught leaking Donald Trump's private messages, said a January 11th headline from Neon Nettle. So PolitiFact was linking to another article by something called Neon Nettle, which itself had a headline that said, quote, Twitter caught leaking Donald Trump's private messages in undercover sting. So the original website that Media Bias Fact Check was ultimately hyperlinking to was not us. We had to go through a source and another hyperlink through another source. It was linking to Neon Nettle. That's not me. That's somebody else. Media Bias Fact Check was actually referencing the headline by Neon Nettle, which was false, not mine. We stand by our reporting. We reported what Clay Haynes told us, as journalists should. And again, we have the Penrose stairs. We have the vortex of propaganda. We have the journalists linking to other journalists, linking to other journalists, and falsely attributing the thing they originally linked to us. And you know what happened? Media Bias Fact Check took the whole thing down. They deleted. If you go there, it's no longer there. And this is one of the things that shows up on Google, right? When you query Project Veritas. In fact, who pointed this out to me was Laura Logan from Fox Nation. She said, hey, James, have you seen this? I mean, this is the defamation. This is the problem in this country, that you can't trust any of these people. You can't even trust the people who are who claim that they're trusted enough to tell you about our integrity. I think we're going to be fact-checking the fact-checkers more and more and making public who these people actually are. This is a guy named Mr. Van Zant from MediaBiasFactCheck.com, editor-owner of Media Bias Fact Check. It's important for us to guard the guardsman, to watch the watchdog, to find out who these people are and what this is all about. And as you recall, the New York Times was used by USA Today to fact check us, and Facebook put a false information sign through our video showing the Somali guy in the car with all the ballots. That video was labeled false by Facebook, in part to USA Today, citing the New York Times. This is what these people do, and this is how they do it. And no one has really ever held them accountable until now. I'd like to know why you lied about Project Veritas, a company designed to be a media bias fact-checking mechanism that Google considers neutral, because I don't consider you neutral. I've never made a mistake like this in my life. In my career, I've never made a mistake like you just made. And you call yourself a fact-checker. Dave Van Zandt, the whole world now knows your name. You're not going to hide in the shadows anymore. You're not going to get away with this. And all of this could have been avoided if you just did your job as mediabiasfactcheck.org and didn't, make shit up.
We need the news, not projection.